Hi there, and welcome to the video portion of the interview. My name is Brian Carter, and I'm the coordinator for our larger MCdistrict team. I wanted to take a second to explain the rest of the interview process, and that way you would know exactly what to expect. Our goal over the next 30 minutes is to give you a very clear idea, not just about the position itself, but really Vector as a company, kind of who we are and what makes us tick. We'll start off by showing an excerpt from a show on the History Channel called Modern Marvels, where they did a spotlight on our fantastic Cutco products. After that, we'll turn it over to my colleague, Keena Feldstein, and she'll go over the details of the sales rep position that you're currently applying for. For my part, I started out in the same position that each and every one of you are interviewing for today. I've been with the company for over 13 years now, and I'm actually in our Cutco Court of Honor. I'm going to encourage all of you to take great notes as we go through the information today, and make sure that you jot down any questions that you might have. After this video session, we will wrap up with one of our personnel managers, and they'll take that time to answer your questions, go over any last few details, and let you know if you have been accepted for a position on our team. Good luck, and for those of you who are ultimately brought on, welcome to the MCdistrict.
Today, the most vicious enemy any of us attack with a razor-sharp blade might be a common vegetable. But there's no need to carry a 20-plus-inch katana blade into the kitchen. Cutco Cutlery of Olean, New York, claims to create the sharpest kitchen knives in the world. It all starts with a steel alloy containing chromium. For the perfect balance of strength, edge retention, and corrosion resistance, the metal will undergo a high-tech heat treatment.
We got the finest steel, but if we don't go through a proper heat treating process, we've wasted all our money. This will just show you here, this is not heat treated. So here's what we would have if we did not heat treat this blade. It would bend in your home, it would not hold an edge.
In the first step of the brutal three-part heat treat process, a conveyor feeds newly stamped, unsharpened blank blades through a furnace.
Now we're going to put it in a deep freezer and freeze it to 120 degrees below zero for about 2 hours at temperature and pull it out.
After these two steps, the cold steel blades are far from finished.
So what we would have now is a brittle part. And what you see here on the table is that here's some parts that have been heat treated and frozen, but they're very brittle. If I put this in, you can see here that it broke very easily.
To overcome this problem, another furnace warms the steel again.
That will give us a tough part. Very much what we see right here in these knives that have been ground and finished, but you can see how they'll flex.
Now that each blank has just the right steel consistency, it's time to grind their edges. Each blank, now 95 thousandths of an inch thick, passes through an automatic grinder, which tapers its edge to just 18 thousandths of an inch. This is about 5 times as thick as a sheet of paper. But we've only gotten started. Now here comes the process that'll turn these edges into the world's sharpest. Operators manually press each blade, one side at a time, along a powered 4-inch wide moving conveyor belt, with a consistency not unlike sandpaper. In seconds, a barely visible light line appears on the rim. This is called the burr. Need a better look? The honing process grinds down the metal until the two faces meet each other at the edge. Once they do, one side of the metal curls over the other and produces the burr, which is a thin, nearly microscopic wire.
just a floppy piece of thread like hanging on the edge. And actually it bends back and forth, so you need to take it off till you get down to the strength of the edge.
If the burr were not removed, the knife would act more like a saw. Polishing erases the burr.
If we use a cloth buff, much as you'd use if you were polishing your car with an automatic buffer, the wheels are turning 3,600 RPM. So when they're turning, they're hard as a rock. What we're actually doing is polishing the edge, which actually buffs away the burr and makes it very smooth, so the edge actually glides through the foods that it's cutting.
Heated, ground, sharpened, and deburred. The cutting edge now measures a super thin 1/10,000th of an inch, 20 times thinner than a human hair.
So you're applying for the sales rep position. Everyone in the company starts here, and we only promote from within. Even the president of the company. Our company is the Cutco Corporation, which started in 1949, and Vector is just the marketing side, which started in 1981. We have over 600 offices nationwide. Cutco is the #1 in quality for kitchen cutlery in the world, and we do have around $200 million in sales annually. We are growing each year. Because Vector has seen consistent growth, we have been able to provide stable career positions with a vibrant opportunity for advancement. The company is broken into 7 regions. Vector has over 350 offices open year-round and over 600 offices open just for the summer when it's our busiest time. We work with all different types of representatives. We have moms that work around their kids' schedules. We have retirees who like to keep busy. And we even have individuals who work here part-time around their full-time jobs. The majority of our reps, however, are college students and some high school seniors. Vector is the #1 employer of college students in the United States. And the college student job market is tough. The unemployment rate for college students is 75%, and half of all college students graduate without a job. As you are well aware, the job market is competitive and students need experience. However, most companies prefer not to work with students. One reason is they lack experience. But how does someone gain experience without a job? It's a catch-22. We, on the other hand, we enjoy working with students. Students often do well in training because they're already used to learning. And we like that they can grow with the company. And students are naturally attracted to the flexibility that we offer and the perks that we provide. So it's a good fit for both of them and us. Let's talk about why students like working here. What's important in a job? First, it's the money. We have a very fair pay. Here, the effort someone puts into the position is directly proportionate to their pay. Many people have had jobs before where they work harder or got better results than other employees, but they got the same paychecks as everyone else. They tend to feel frustrated and their motivation declines. Here, representatives enjoy a stable pay that provides confidence and security, as well as a structure that rewards effort and motivates reps to push harder. Next is flexibility. Our reps determine their own schedules around school or other responsibilities. This is probably one of the best benefits they enjoy the most. Another factor is the environment. As you probably noticed, the office and staff have a pretty positive environment. And because it's common for friends to be working together in the same office, the environment tends to be fun, positive, and can get pretty competitive as well. Lastly, and probably most importantly, is the experience. Experience is the most important thing someone can gain in a job. Do you know what they say about college degrees? USA Today says they're a dime a dozen. Now don't get me wrong, they're very valuable, but they just get your foot in the door. The degree gets the interview, but what gets the job? That's usually the experience. You may have already heard this, but the average time spent looking at a resume in an interview is 10 seconds. Companies get dozens or hundreds of applications with the same degree and the same GPA. What they're looking for is real meaningful work experience. They look for communication skills, people skills, time management, and goal setting. And that's what our people gain here in Vector. We teach marketability, and Vector can serve as a stepping stone into any type of career. Cutco has been around since 1949, and we have over 19 million customers. Cutco's sales are 5 times bigger than the #1 brand sold in stores. And our customers love that we're American-made and forever guaranteed. This is one reason we aren't looking for natural salespeople. What we need is someone who is friendly, with a good personality to simply demonstrate our product and make a customer feel comfortable. Also at this point, you probably understand why we don't market our products in stores. Seeing is believing, and to really understand the quality of our products, customers need to see them in action. Then, we explain the disadvantages of common household knives. Our representatives never have to memorize a script. They use a manual in their presentations so it's easy to learn. After that, we explain our main product line, Cutco Cutlery. Cutco is the #1 rated quality kitchen cutlery in the world because of their unique features and guarantee. At this point, a sales rep will ask a customer for a shiny penny and demonstrate our shears. Our shears are made for left and right hands, big or small. They have many uses and can go in the dishwasher. Looking at this piece, you probably notice the uniqueness of the handle. The handle is designed for comfort, and it's won awards all over the world for ergonomics and design. It's been displayed in the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, and as you saw in the video, our materials and craftsmanship are first class. The handle material is dishwasher safe and sanitary. The steel is the best grade available for kitchen knives, and our knives are perfectly balanced, sturdy, and durable. However, what's the most important thing a knife should do? Cut. So reps demonstrate the edge by cutting a piece of rope with their customer. So we're going to use 2 normal knives first, a serrated edge and a straight edge. As you can see, the serrated edge knife rips and tears through the food, and once those points wear away, they can never be resharpened. The straight edge makes a smooth cut, but dulls very quickly. This is because the cutting surface is what dulls a knife's edge, not the food. Our double D edge is unique. It has 3 recessed cutting edges between each 2 points. So the actual cutting edge never hits the cutting surface. Each Cutco knife will stay sharp for 7 to 10 years and can be resharpened, making it the sharpest and longest lasting knife in the world. What we are really known for is our forever guarantee. It's the same type of guarantee as Rolls-Royce cars, Rolex, Zippo lighters, and Craftsman tools, and our customers can pass it down generation to generation. If anything ever goes wrong, the company will fix or replace it for free. Our customers can send it back for a free sharpening whenever they want, forever. And our 15-day trial period allows customers to try it out risk-free to make sure they love it. Our forever guarantee has stood since 1949, and this is also why our sales reps really enjoy the position. They're able to show a product that is the best of its kind, and the company stands behind it completely and unconditionally forever. That's why with very little experience, our reps have confidence and succeed at a high level. Our reps will then review the pieces in our set and show what they're used for. Let me give you an example using our table knife. It's small like a butter knife, but it's the best steak knife in the world. We have the customers cut a piece of leather with their steak knife, and then with Cutco. This will be another opportunity for a customer to experience firsthand the quality and performance. Customers can pick and choose individual pieces, or they can buy a set. We have different size sets for different needs. We have a large line of gifts and accessories. Our rule is every Cutco product must be rated #1, forever guaranteed, and dishwasher safe. We have all types of sporting knives. Cutco is also the manufacturer of K-bar military knives. That's really the whole presentation. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on questions, chatting with a customer, and on some occasions, maybe even enjoying a bite to eat. Now, looking at the extent of our product, who uses it? Pretty much everybody, right? I don't see eating going out of style anytime soon. And also, no matter what time of year it is, with holidays, wedding, hobbies like gardening, hunting, fishing, it's always a great time of the year for a Cutco representative. Now, out of 10 people who were interested in seeing Cutco, saw everything I just showed you, how many do you think will at least buy something? Well, the company averaged about 60%. With experience, our reps' averages increase, so we have quite a few reps who sell on almost every appointment. We have a lower price than our competition because it goes from the factory to our customers. As you probably already know, that process cuts out the middleman. So Cutco is lower priced than high-quality brands in stores. What this allows us to do is have a low-key sales approach, so there's no pressure. This is another reason why we really don't need or even want a salesperson, and reps with no experience do excel. They're able to show an extremely high-quality product, guaranteed forever, and it's priced lower than any other high-quality product sold in stores. And as far as the prices go, individual pieces range anywhere from $30 to $200. And reps write up orders ranging from $30 to $5,000 depending on what a customer decides to get. Nationally, a new rep right out of training averages $250 per order. And again, with experience, the averages quickly rise. Also, customers can split their order in up to 2, 3, or 5 months with no interest added. Also, UPS delivers the product, so our reps just take care of the paperwork. Cutco is the #1 brand bought in North America, but is only purchased through representatives. Cutco is not sold in stores or on TV. Our best customers are those who already own Cutco. A past customer has already had the time to experience the quality and performance firsthand. Not all, but most of our customers are married couples between 30 to 60 years old, so it's a very large market. We do presentations in the customer's home, comfortably at the kitchen table. And our reps like that because they're having fun cutting food and sometimes getting fed on their presentations as well. As far as our sales program, it's very simple. It's based on word-of-mouth referrals because that is the most effective form of advertising. Do most people trust the recommendations of close family and friends? Of course they do. Our reps can only call customers who they are personally referred to, so it's always a warm, comfortable environment. They can only see friends of friends of friends. There's absolutely no door-to-door, telemarketing, canvassing, or cold calling. At the end of every presentation, our reps simply ask their customer who they think would be nice enough to see their presentation. The average customer refers 3 people, but many refer 10 or more. With experience, most reps average 5 to 10 referrals per customer. Typically, people refer friends, family, neighbors, coworkers, and other people they know. The reason why this program is so powerful is the fact that people are so connected in today's society. Think about how many people the average person knows. And why do you think our customers like giving referrals? Well, because the presentation's fun and low-key, they like the rep, and they also like Cutco. So every appointment leads to another average of 3 more. Now we want to make sure our representatives are only calling referrals who are expecting a call. The customer will either call, text, or email the referrals and get permission for the rep to call. So they can only call customers who are interested in seeing a presentation. Since the connection is already made, our reps simply call the referrals, introduce themselves, and find a time that works in both of their schedules. Each appointment leads to 3 more, and 3 more, and 3 more, and so on. As long as a rep follows the program, they'll never run out of customers. To begin this process, our reps start through paid practice presentations. After practicing with each other during training, it's only logical and natural to practice with someone they would feel comfortable and confident with. It'd be uncomfortable and awkward to show a complete stranger right out of training. So reps practice with relatives, family friends, and friends' parents as an example. This allows our reps to get comfortable with their presentation and begin the referral process. Most reps practice with about 15 people, some more, some less. But in some instances, a rep might be new to the area and begin with only a contact or 2. With the referral program, even in a short amount of time, they can have a full schedule. In other situations, we have reps that are from the area, went to a big school, their family is very active socially, and they practice with 50 or more people. This is pretty common for our high school graduates and college students. We teach our reps to tell the people they practice with that they don't have to buy anything, so there is no pressure. But do you think a lot of these people end up buying? Of course they do. Many of you probably already see the value of our product and like it yourself. We have some reps who are brand new to the area and know a lot of people out of town. As they're building a local base, they can practice and do appointments in the comfort of their own home through our virtual demo website. This program gives a representative the opportunity to successfully show the product in essentially the same way as in person to anyone in the country over the computer. The referral process begins right away during these practice presentations. So if a rep practices with 15 customers, they will have 45 or so to see after that. You can see how quickly and exponentially this program grows. Presentations are always with a friend of a friend of a friend, and it starts with people we know, so it's always a warm, comfortable environment. Having plenty of referrals to call allows for a few things. First, it allows our reps to work in whatever part of town they want. There are no territories, so reps can travel and sell Cutco anywhere, even out of state. But typically, they work close to home, because that's where most of their referrals will be. As a sales rep, a majority of my appointments were within 5 to 15 miles of my house, and I set up all my appointments geographically each day. Second, it allows our reps to determine their own schedule. We have no minimum or maximum number of presentations that can be done each week. Our reps can do appointments during the day, in the evenings, and on weekends. To give an idea of a typical schedule, our part-time reps average 7 appointments a week, which is 1 to 2 a day. If they are currently in school or have a busy sports schedule, they'll do a majority of their appointments on the weekend. Our full-time reps average 15 to 20 appointments a week, which is 3 a day on average. In some cases, we have representatives who are motivated, competitive, or need to make a lot of money, so they'll shoot for 4 to 5 appointments per day, especially in the summer. This allows many of our students to make enough money over the summer to last them until the following summer. Representatives also really appreciate the flexibility. They can keep same schedule each week, which gives them a consistent, stable, steady schedule, or they can change each week depending on school, sports, family obligations, or vacations. Representatives will sit down with the manager at the beginning of each week to plan their schedule and goals. Let's discuss now how our pay program works. We have a guaranteed base pay and an incentive, so there's a floor to stand on but no ceiling to income potential. This creates a no-pressure sales environment and at the same time rewards people for hard work. Our reps don't get both, they get the higher of the two, and reps are paid on a weekly basis. So I'll explain our base pay, then our incentive pay, then show you how they work together. While base pay varies from one part of the country to the next, let's use a common rate of $15 per presentation as an example. Presentations generally last 45 minutes to an hour. If a rep does 10 presentations that week, they would earn $150. If a rep does 20 presentations that week, they would earn $300. 5 presentations that week, they would earn $75, and so on. A customer needs to fit 3 criteria in order to count as a presentation. They must be at least 30 years old, they must be working full-time or retired, and all presentations must be one-on-one, no group presentations. Our reps keep track of presentations with a qualified presentation report. That's the base pay, pretty straightforward. The incentive pay is designed to reward the people who work harder or are getting better results. The commission level starts at 10% and progresses based on a rep's career sales. The levels are based on cumulative sales, so commission levels never go down, only up. As a rep's career sales increase, their income percentages do too. Like we discussed, the average order for a rep is $250. So at 10%, how much will a rep make off a $250 order? Right, $25. One appointment times $15 is $15, so even at the first level, our reps would earn more through the incentive pay. So now you see why reps are motivated to write up a lot of orders. Once that rep is at 30%, they'll earn $75 off that same size order. So as a rep increases in sales, what do you think they're more focused on? Exactly, the incentives. Since 6 out of 10 customers buy, on average it takes 7 appointments to sell $1,000 worth of Cutco. So the more appointments our reps complete, the quicker they hit promotions. Our average rep hits the first promotion within their first 3 days on the job. Hitting promotions quickly not only increases income, but it's motivating and builds confidence. Let's look at how the base pay and incentive pay work together. We'll use an example of a rep in their first couple of weeks using conservative numbers. Week 1, the rep does 12 appointments and sells $1,000. On the base pay, 12 times 15 is $175. On the incentive side, $1,000 at 10% is $100. So which side does the rep get this week? Right, the base pay, $175. So the company just adds difference, so their total check is for $175. No matter what, our reps will make at least the base pay of $15. But now the rep has hit a promotion and is at 15%. They can never go backwards. So in week 2, the rep does 12 appointments and sells $2,000. On the base pay again, 12 times 15 is $175. But on the incentives, $2,000 at 15% is $300. So which one would the rep keep this week? Obviously now, they want the commissions of $300. So they never have to choose which one they want to keep. It's done automatically by the company. Looking at our pay program, you can see why it's very self-motivating, and reps feel good knowing that while they have confidence in the stability the base pay affords, the incentive pay motivates them and rewards them appropriately. Also, with a base pay of $15, it's easy to see why we have to be selective of who we accept. Another benefit is that our reps are independent contractors, which means they get a 1099 for taxes instead of a W-2. This allows them to have many tax advantages, such as write-offs, and this is covered in detail in training for those that receive a position. One of the reasons we can afford to have a pay program like that is because of the quality of our training. The training is simple and designed for people without a lot of prior sales experience, so it's easy to learn. We provide our reps with all the skills they need to be successful with Vector, as well as in future jobs and careers. Vector has been mentioned in several college textbooks, and Cutco sales training is currently taught as a class at several major universities around the country. We were recently featured in the Wall Street Journal, and we are widely recognized as a top training program for students and non-students. There are 3 phases to our training program. The first phase is our training seminar. It's 3 consecutive half days at the local office. Half of training teaches our reps about the products, while the other half teaches reps how to work with customers, manage their schedule and paperwork, and understand sales and marketing philosophies. There are a lot of supplies, resources, and time spent by managers to train representatives. So while reps are not paid specifically for training, they do get to put the seminar completion on the resume at no cost. The second phase is our paid practice presentations. After the 3rd day of training, our reps start their appointments. And like we discussed earlier, this is their opportunity to comfortably practice with someone they know and are fully paid for every presentation. Again, the average person practices 15 times, but some do more and some do less. The referral process also starts right away, so we have our reps go through the 3rd phase of training, which is called advanced training. It's just a few hours spread throughout the next week to teach our reps how to do things like contact their referrals and set goals. Representatives really appreciate the ongoing training. We have a field training program where newer representatives are able to watch a presentation of a rep who has a little more experience. Communication is vital to our rep success. Our reps don't come into the office every day, so they simply call to check in every day that they're working and update us after their appointments. Representatives will also sit down with a manager each week to go over goals and schedules. Offices also offer weekly team meetings. There are workshops to teach advanced skills and give managers an opportunity to give promotions and recognize the sales reps on the team. Representatives compete for prizes, free products, and in some cases, bragging rights. Often after a team meeting, there's an optional team bonding event, either in the office or in the local area. Several times a year, there are conferences and division meetings where reps from all over the area, state, or even country have an opportunity to attend advanced workshops and learn from top reps, as well as a chance to compete in sales competitions. Although most consider the training seminar in itself a major perk of the job, there are a few other things our reps appreciate. The first perk is our sample kit program. Our reps simply borrow the kit and return it when they are finished working or when they go back to school. There is no down payment or deposit whatsoever. The loaner kit has approximately $400 worth of products, so you understand why we have to be selective and only bring on the right people. Many of our reps want to own the product themselves, so they can choose to purchase their kit at any time for a significantly discounted rate. Needless to say, our reps get really excited about this. The second perk is advancement. Reps work hard to promote themselves through our commission levels, giving themselves regular pay raises. For reps who work hard and show leadership skills, we're always targeting prospects for our internship program and our management training program. The next perk is the free product and prizes. Our reps have an opportunity to win almost every product I showed you through contests. And our top reps and managers can win some cool non-Cutco prizes and exotic trips.